Have you ever felt like you're living with only a fraction of your potential? Like there's a part of you, invisible, wise, loving, trying to guide you, but you simply can't hear it? The truth is, that part exists, and it has a name: the higher self. In this video, you will discover how to directly connect with this higher consciousness that resides within you and begin receiving clear answers to everything that weighs on you. From the meaning of life to urgent decisions you don't know how to make. Many people spend their entire lives seeking external guidance, answers in books, gurus, or signs from the universe. But the most powerful answer you can receive is inside of you. Connecting with the higher self is not some distant mystical idea. It is a real, practical, and profound path. And throughout this video, you will learn a complete, definitive guide to establish this connection, and more, how to keep it alive every day of your life. You will understand why you haven't been able to hear the voice of your higher self clearly, what is blocking this communication, and how to open this channel once and for all. We will dive into spiritual practices, transformative insights, and even lesser-known techniques that can raise your vibration and clear your energy field so the answers can flow effortlessly. This is the kind of video that can change your life forever, if you are ready. And more, if you stay until the end, you will take part in an exclusive guided experience where you will access an answer from your higher self today. Get ready, because from now on, you will never feel lost or alone again. Let's begin. What is the higher self and why does it know more than you? The higher self is the part of you that goes beyond the ego, the physical body, and the rational mind. It is your highest consciousness, connected to the whole, to the divine, to the universe. Unlike your ordinary mind, the higher self sees reality from above, as if standing on top of a mountain, seeing the whole path instead of just the next steps. It knows where you need to go, what you need to learn, and what you need to leave behind. Many confuse the higher self with intuition, but it goes beyond that. Intuition is one of the ways it communicates, but the higher self has access to wisdom that you, in your ordinary state of consciousness, cannot reach. It knows your soul's purpose, the spiritual agreements you made before incarnating, and even what you need to experience in order to evolve. Connecting with this dimension of yourself means aligning your life with a higher plan, where everything flows with more synchronicity, peace, and meaning. It's not about controlling reality, but walking with someone who already knows the way. And when you begin to live under this higher guidance, fears diminish, decisions become clear, and trust grows. The higher self has always been with you. It has never abandoned you. But perhaps you've distanced yourself from it through mental noise, traumas, limiting beliefs, and external distractions. The good news is, you can restore this connection. And in this video, you will learn exactly how to do that, step by step. Before we continue, make a promise to yourself that you will truly open up to listen, not with your ears, but with your soul. Because when you decide to hear what the higher self wants to tell you, everything changes. The 3 blocks that have prevented you from hearing the higher self until now. The first and most common block is excessive mental noise. Constant thoughts, worries, anxiety, and judgments create a dense fog between you and your essence. The higher self speaks in silence, and if your mind is noisy, you can't hear it. The first key, therefore, is learning to silence. Not just the world, but your inner world. The second block is the false identity of the ego. When you identify only with your name, your stories, your fears, and your pain, you close the doors to the part of yourself that is eternal, limitless, and loving. The ego seeks control. The higher self seeks truth. To connect with the higher self, a profound act of surrender is necessary. To let go of who you think you are in order to remember who you truly are. The third block is the lack of presence. We live trapped in the past or anxious about the future. But the higher self only operates in the now. It doesn't communicate through hurry, but through presence. When you learn to live each moment with mindfulness, you begin to notice signs, insights, synchronicities. And that is the language of the higher self. Recognizing these blocks is the first step in dissolving them. And no, you don't have to eliminate everything overnight. Just becoming aware of them is enough. Awareness, in itself, begins the healing process. With every conscious breath, you get closer to your soul. In this video, you will learn practical methods to clear each of these blocks. Because the higher self is waiting. It has always been. You just need to open the channel. 5 ways to connect with the higher self. Daily practices. The first practice is daily silent meditation. It doesn't have to be long. Start with 10 minutes per day. Focus on your breath and allow thoughts to pass. Create an inner space where the voice of the higher self can arise. It speaks through silence, and the more you silence, the clearer the sound of truth will be. The second practice is journaling with questions. Write deep questions in your notebook. What does my higher self want me to know today? Or, what is the next step most aligned for me? Then, take a deep breath, close your eyes for a few seconds, and write whatever comes to mind, without censorship. This channeled writing often brings surprising answers. The third practice is using vibrational affirmations. Phrases like, I am guided by my higher self, or divine wisdom flows through me, create an energetic field that strengthens this connection. Repeated with presence, these affirmations reprogram your mental and emotional field to allow access to the higher self. The fourth practice is contact with nature and conscious silence. Walking barefoot on the earth, listening to the sounds of nature, sitting in silence under the sky. All of this calms the mind and raises your frequency. The higher self vibrates in harmony with the whole, and the whole is in nature. The fifth practice is guided visualization with energetic connection. Imagine a golden light coming from above, connecting to the top of your head, filling your body with wisdom, love, and clarity. This visualization, done daily, strengthens the bridge between you and your higher self. How to differentiate the voice of the higher self from the voice of the ego. One of the biggest doubts people have is, how do I know if this answer came from my higher self and not from my ego? The answer lies in the quality of the message. The ego's voice comes with haste, fear, judgment, or the need for control. The higher self's voice, on the other hand, is subtle, loving, firm, and calm. The ego shouts, the higher self whispers. The ego wants to convince, the higher self simply shows. When you receive guidance that brings peace, lightness, and expansion, even if it challenges your fears, it likely came from the higher self. If it brings confusion, urgency, or conflict, it came from the ego. Another way to differentiate is by observing the results. The guidance from the higher self, when followed, leads you to paths of deep learning, even when they are challenging. The ego, on the other hand, keeps you trapped in repetitive cycles. If you feel freer, more connected, and more present, you are listening to the right voice. Constant self-observation is essential. Before taking action, breathe. Ask yourself, is this decision coming from fear or love? From limitation or expansion? The higher self always points toward the path of love, even when it requires letting go of something. Learning this differentiation is a game changer. Over time, you will clearly know where each thought comes from. This changes everything. Life after connecting with the higher self. What to expect. When you start living under the guidance of the higher self, a new reality opens up. You feel calmer, more confident, and more at peace with the uncertainties of life. The answers don't come all at once, but you know they will, and that is enough. Synchronicities increase. The right people show up, doors open, decisions flow. It's as if the universe starts conspiring in your favor, but in reality, it's you who has finally aligned with it. And everything begins to make sense. You also start feeling a deeper connection with everything around you. With other people, with nature, with your own body. It's as if a veil has been lifted and you begin to see with the eyes of the soul. This clarity brings you freedom, gratitude, and personal power. But remember, this connection requires maintenance. It's not something you do once and forget. It's a relationship. And like any relationship, it needs attention, care, and surrender. But the return is infinitely greater than the effort. Living connected to the higher self is living from the inside out. It's manifesting with intention, loving with depth, and walking with purpose. And this, more than any technique, is the true spiritual revolution. Guided meditation. Receiving an answer from your higher self. Beginning. Calming the body and mind. Gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose and slowly exhale through your mouth. Once more, inhale and exhale. Feel your body relaxing. Release your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Soften your forehead. Feel that you are safe. Here, now, everything is well. Allow your mind to slow down. You are entering a state of calm, openness, and presence. Connection with higher light. Now, imagine a soft, golden light shining above your head. This light represents your higher self, your highest, most loving, and wise consciousness. It begins to descend gently, touching the top of your head. This light enters through your crown chakra and starts to spread throughout your entire body. Feel this energy filling your mind, your heart, your lungs, your belly. You are completely surrounded by this light. It brings peace, clarity, and unconditional love. You are connecting with your deepest truth. Allow yourself to feel the question. Now, silently ask your higher self, what do I most need to know at this moment in my life? Don't force an answer. Just ask and listen. Perhaps an image will come, a word, a sensation. Maybe it will come now, or later, in a dream, in synchronicity, in an insight. Trust. The answer will come. Integration. Stay in this sacred silence for a few moments. Feel the presence of your higher self around you and within you. Feel the certainty that you are never alone. The wisdom you seek is already there. It has always been. Take another deep breath. And thank you. Thank your higher self for this connection. Thank yourself for getting here. Return. Now, gently begin to bring your attention back to your body. Move your fingers, your toes, and when you're ready, open your eyes lightly. Bring with you the light, the clarity, the wisdom. And remember, the higher self is always available. Just silence and listen. Now that you've made it this far, let's recap what you've experienced in this video. You've understood what the higher self is, that part of you that transcends the ego and sees life with divine clarity. We uncovered the blocks that prevent this connection and, more importantly, learned how to dissolve them. I've shared with you 5 powerful daily practices to align with this inner wisdom, and we've shown how to differentiate the voice of the higher self from the voice of the ego. And finally, you've experienced a guided meditation that can transform your spiritual journey. Not just today, but forever. And now, I want to hear from you. What was the most profound answer you received from your higher self during this meditation? Or, if you haven't received it yet, what do you most wish to hear from your soul? Share in the comments. Your story may inspire and illuminate the path of others who are also awakening. This space is sacred, and every word you share here has power. If you wish, simply write, "I am ready to hear my soul," That alone activates a powerful energetic field. If you felt this content touched your soul, don't let it slip away. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and help spread this light to more hearts. The more people access their higher self, the more the world changes. And remember, this is just the beginning. Come back to this video whenever you need clarity, strength, or direction. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button now and turn on notifications. We are building a community of conscious, awakened beings aligned with their purpose. With each new video, a new key is revealed. Don't miss a single one. And if you want to continue on this journey of expansion, I highly recommend watching the previous video. Movie Camera Sadhguru reveals the truth about death, a spiritual guide to living without fear. It's the perfect complement to what you've seen today. When you understand death, you begin to live with presence, purpose, and freedom. Click the link on the screen or in the description and dive even deeper into your truth.